Let's move on to one of our regulars, Mr. Alex. Alex,
hello.
You've got the new training gear on there.
Yes, I really like it. It's really good.
You've been training in lockdown. Is that your lockdown gear?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've been doing loads in lockdown. Yeah, it's definitely not been inside like all day. Yeah, how are you guys?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right.
Well, we were better in the first half.
Yeah. It wasn't great in my opinion today.
Talk me through it.
I think that in the first half, we were better. Started well. You could really, I think, you see the foundations of the team Mourinho is trying to build, especially of the defense and everything. I think we defended much better. Actually, overall throughout the game, it was a much better defensive performance. And also the attack, you could see we looked much stronger there. A lot of our attacking players are back, and that was really good to see. But in the second half, I think it's actually very emblematic of a Mourinho performance that we scored the goal on the counter and sat back and took what United can give at us. And obviously, in the end, it was a defensive individual mistake which cost us all 3 points today.
What did you think of the second half performance? We obviously sat back, but do you feel like that was more due to Mourinho's how he was set up tactically in the second half, or do you feel it was kind of because of burnout, because of the lockdown? Everyone was saying it's going to take players a while to kind of settle back into things, and we only made 2 of our 5 subs. So, what do you think contributed more to the lack of attacking intent second half?
Well, absolutely. When you've only made 2 subs and you've had like 3 months without playing, or however long it's without playing football, and the other team do use their substitutions and then get more fresh legs onto the pitch, you're gonna be overrunning. You're gonna be more tired than the other team and everything. So with that, I think that's definitely a reason. But also in terms of tactics, very clear that he was trying to counter-attack most of the second half, and and that is typical Mourinho, isn't it? Getting the attacking players to defend more and then attack. So I think it was definitely
DNA, man. It's not in our DNA. We need to
I know, and I definitely looking on Twitter and everything, people's reactions to how we played today. I have to say, this is what you get. What we got brought in Mourinho. This is what's going to happen. You swap out for various reasons, swap out Poch and everything. I'm not going to go into now, but not getting into that debate. But this is Tottenham Hotspur now, and this is what we're going to have to do. And it's in our best interest that we get good at it, to be honest. But we also saw the seeds of the evidence that might work, because it's very clear that on the counter-attack at some points we looked very dangerous, and arguably you could make a decent argument that a lot of that was some of the best we've actually maybe played, especially on the counter-attack, in a long time, to be honest. We could have got all 3 points today.
Well, going through lockdown and seeing how we played just before that, everyone would say no chance for top 4 or Champions League spot. Do you think we've got a bit of a chance now, seeing how we a bit more intent in that first half?
Yeah.
I don't think we needed to win today to get Champions League football.
What did you say, sorry?
Do you think we needed to win today to get Champions League football, or do you think it's still on?
I think we needed to win today to have a chance getting 4th, which might, 5th, we don't know yet. 5th might be enough to get Champions League football. Yeah. We don't know. I do think 4th place is gone, in my opinion. I think, obviously we haven't seen how Chelsea are going to play yet, because they're yet to play until Sunday. But I just don't think we're going to get, it would be very impressive if we suddenly won every single game, which we probably would need to. It's not very likely. So I do think, but 5th place, United, this is their first game back. They've got a great squad now. United, they're looking quite good. You've got to say, in the players they've got their midfield, and they're going to be probably our main rivals for that spot. So, to be honest, this 1 point piece doesn't really do anyone a favour, us or United, apart from Chelsea, to lock down that 4th spot. So, look, I just think if you think about it, we don't really, with how the season's gone, I don't think any of us could complain if we don't get 5th or Champions League football next year. I think that's really quite important, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll have to see.
Did you see enough from the Mourinho philosophy today to encourage you, or do you still think it's not really what you like seeing from Spurs?
I think a lot of Spurs fans, to be honest, are being a bit, if you play like that and get the result in the end, which I think a lot of us were hoping when Mourinho came in, that's what we were hoping would happen. I don't think you can complain, but if you aren't playing the attacking football that we have seen over the past 4 or 5 years, I'm not convinced yet. On Mourinho, because we had a couple of games and it's actually just been either keeping on going or downhill, really. But obviously it's such exceptional circumstances at the moment that you can't really make a full judgment on the first game back. And also, you got to remember he hasn't been in charge that long, so it's also going to be about next season. Look, if we get Europa League football, which I think would still be, considering the season we've had and the competition around us with Wolves and Sheffield, how well they're doing, would actually be quite impressive, to be honest, with how our season's gone. We'd have a good shot.
Good. Sounds good.
Your sound's gone.
Your sound's gone.
That better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't think any of us can really complain.
Let me ask you a question. Eric Dyer, what did you make of his performance today? Obviously, everyone's saying he had a good game before he gave away the penalty. But do you think him giving away that penalty overrides everything else he did, or do you still think he had a good game and his inclusion was justified from his performance?
I'm not a fan of Eric Dyer. I used to be. I'm not anymore. I don't think he's shown enough in the past couple of years. But yes, he probably did have his best game, but still, he's a defender. You don't give away a penalty like that. It was that individual mistake which cost us 3 points. Imagine if that cost us at the end of the season, that cost us Champions League place. So unfortunately, it's just like, for example, a goalkeeper. They might make a couple of good saves, but let's say Lloris does a stupid thing like he sometimes does. We'd be going at him as well, saying, these errors are going into his game and everything. So I think you've got to use the same logic for even a defender. And so for me, yes, I personally don't think Dyer is good enough, but it seems with everything going on, we're going to be stuck with him. But,
people are saying.
Well, the first penalty, it looked, to me, the first penalty looked like a penalty. I don't know what you thought, Alex, but I thought that looked like a definite penalty. For me.
It was. Yeah, I thought, yeah. But the second one, no way.
No way, no touch. Yeah, right. Complete nonsense that was.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Alex, absolute pleasure yet again.
Thanks, guys.
See you again Tuesday night.
Definitely. I'll be there.
Up the Spurs.
Cool. Up the Spurs.